Today, we're joined by Jeff Schrader, producer on My NBA Mode. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about some of the new features in the mode. Let's start with My GM. What can fans look forward to when they jump in the mode for the first time this year?
Well, Chris, you're going to take the role of a prospective GM, and so I'm going to kind of walk you through character creation a little bit. All right, Chris, now this is your first time as a new My GM, right?
I have not jumped into the mode at all yet, Jeff, so to do it with you first, right here on 2K25, I'm pretty excited to get some knowledge here.
One of the biggest decisions that you're going to make in your GM career is what do you want your backstory to be?
Well, I'm looking at that offensive coaching and that defensive coaching on X players, so that looks pretty nice. Another one that stood out to me was actually the closer. A lot of charisma, so how does that affect how you build your team, having charisma versus...
Moments away as the drama awaits. From Atlanta, Georgia, the Bulls taking on the Hawks. For the Bulls, a mixed bag for this team to start the season. But one run can catapult them to where they want to be. Will that change happen tonight? We'll find out shortly. Hawks, Bulls, coming right up on 2K Sports. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Josh Giddey is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the center. And for the Hawks, Young and Bogdanovic are the guards. DeAndre Hunter out there with Okongwu. And it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. And Young comes over to help. Giddey the pass the ball. He dishes it to Williams. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. Johnson finds Okongwu. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Giddey. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota. Rebounded by the Hawks.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Johnson for three. Rebounded by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Ball gets double teamed. Puts up a three. And it's Vucevic missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Levine against Young. Three-pointer. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Detroit.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Shot clock at 2. The shot by Williams, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swag. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Ball against Young. Pass to Levine. Shoots over Johnson. Williams. And Williams is right there.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now let's find out what head coach Quinn Snyder had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Ball. After the basket by Bogdan Bogdanovic. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Young against Ball. Back to Vucevic. Good on the shot.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young dishes to Okongwu. Vucevic with the rebound. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Giddey kicks to Levine. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail it. Young passes to Hunter. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Levine feeling it out a bit. Here's Giddey. They get it back. Kick out to Levine. Second shot opportunity. Here's Vucevic. Basket good.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vuce, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
The Hawks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
RJ for the Bulls, their last 2 seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in games. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
And so Young nails them both. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Buries the long-range jumper.
This is why Ball takes a good amount of threes, because he's very accurate and confident from there.
Young dishes to Hunter. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Now a look at the stats for Zach LaVine. Off the inbound, and Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Hunter.
And with Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Giddey kicks the ball. Goes back up, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
One shot.
That's good from Ball. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Nobody near Williams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
Richard for the Bulls, just 1 playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
First free throw is good.
Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Young inside. He's covered by Ball. And here's Bogdanovich for three. It's all in by the Bulls.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Williams and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Young against Williams. Young, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Puts it up from 12 with the putback. And it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Young. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Levine can't hit.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
No good on that one.
I'd like to call a little attention to Ball's determination, both on and off the court. You throw a challenge at him, and he will do everything in his power to overcome it.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. Horton Tucker comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. And he's good on the second.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Roddy. Good on the three-point shot.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
The Bulls leading by 8. Now Horton Tucker. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. 10 points for Vucevic.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Daniels kicks to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Dosunmu. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Bogdanovich has got 6. Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. Hands it from downtown.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map. out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Bulls making a change here. Craig's checked in.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And the Bulls making a change here. Levine's checked in. And he sinks the second. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
The Hawks trail by 10. On the wing, Daniels. Defended by Dosunmu. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Daniels.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Dosunmu, the pass to Levine.
Ball foul. Zach Levine.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Daniels with it, defended by Dosunmu. It's taken away by Smith. Horton Tucker with it. Scoreless thus far. Chalk up 2 there. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And now the Bulls on the break. Levine wide open. Another 3 for Chicago. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
Now Dosunmu, following Bogdan Bogdanovic's three-point attempt. Here's Daniels, defended by Horton Tucker. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Nance. Back to Daniels. Shoots over Dosunmu. The Hawks again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's Craig. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Dosunmu, following the missed shot by Bogdan Bogdanovic. It's stolen. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Chicago leading by 13. Outside, Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Bogdanovich has got 9 points.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so it's Atlanta with it. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's Chicago up by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's a 10-point game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Dosunmu is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Craig in at the small forward. Bogdanovic, no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Chicago leading by 10. Passes it to Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. And the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young inside. Defended by Dosunmu. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And the first one drops.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
Ball's checked in for Dosunmu. And so Young nails them both. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's Giddey. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Young's got 6.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Giddey the pass to Williams. Fires from 14. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young outside. The pass to Johnson. Ball against Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Giddey. He has yet to score. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Working his way inside Vooch, ready to battle for it.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Young taking his time here. Bogdanovic against Giddey. And here's Young from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete. in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
For Chicago, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Free throw good, LaVine.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
Just solid from the line. LaVine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
Now, here is Young. 38 points for him last game against Detroit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Williams gets the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Misses the three.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
On its way from Young for 2. And they get it back. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 12 now in this quarter.
And most of the time, you expect Young's three ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Vucevic kicks the ball. Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On its way from Young for 2. Another miss by Young.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Bulls with another miss. The Hawks trail by 8. Inside. And stolen by Giddey. Goes up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. That's good from Ball. Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. Going inside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Young. That three off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Williams with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. They get it again. LaVine.